What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Dior, and I'm back with more. I just want to say first and foremost, if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. And if you're new, hey, what's up? My name is Dani. I like to eat, do my hair, and get cute to go nowhere. Period. Poop. You all know, the beloved Valentine's Day is coming up, child. And I wouldn't say I never celebrated it, but let's just say I haven't got a gift since elementary school. I know, brazy, right? So yeah, that never really stopped me from getting cute, getting dolled up, doing what I want to do, because at the end of the day, if I ain't nobody Valentine, I'm my own Valentine. In response to, you know, the day of love, I wanted to try a different color. So basically, y'all remember the wig I wore for my birthday? Your girl is trying to revive it. Now, I know how to revive wigs, but I've never like removed a color out of a wig, and apparently it's like a really tedious process. So we're kind of just gonna go with the flow. This is how it's looking, y'all. Yeah, we're gonna make it from drab to fab for real, because yeah, I've never, like I said, I really just started wearing 613 hair a few months ago, so I never really like removed the color out of it. But I seen this video, I'll link it down below, of this girl removing the hair color with like baking soda and dish detergent soap. And I'm like, okay, I have that, let's do it. So I never did this before, so I'm kind of scared because some of the comments were good and others were just like, oh. The color we're going for today is this. Since the hair is not starting off blonde AF, I'm already knowing it's not going to be, you know, the same as the package, but just we're shooting for close to that. So this is just me filming, testing to see if this theory works, and installing the wig to be a babouche. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. So before you do anything, of course, you want to make sure that you brush out the wig, just to make sure that you detangle it and that there's no knots. So when you do take the color out and proceed to dye it, no spots will be blotchy because you took the time to detangle the wig. And before I say anything, why my wig's so crunchy, let's just mind our business, okay? Everyone just mind their business and don't worry about me. Thanks. Video used like boiling hot water, like she put water on the stove and did it that way. But I was reading the comments, child, and they was saying like some people it worked for and other people it didn't, but they were basically saying like, you know, the boiling water was too hot and it melted their hair, child. And I'm like, I'm not gonna try this with my Amazon wig, child. So, you know, I'm just going with hot water. But for the most part, this water gets like really, really hot, almost to boiling point. So I don't think it should be a problem. Like, this is warm, but it's not boiling. So hopefully it don't melt my wig. We just finna do this. Not even test this theory. So she said she put half baking soda in there, but like I can't. I don't trust myself, because this is my first time doing it. I don't trust myself to do a half thing and then the wig be growing for real. Because this does take the color out, but apparently this is what makes the wig, like, you know, brittle or not as soft as it was before. And of course you just go in and whatchamacallit. Yeah, so we're not gonna do half the box. We're probably just gonna leave it like that. I'm dead trying to make this whole TikTok video looking brazy. Use the rest of this. I feel like Bill Nye. Like, what am I really doing here? So it hasn't even been like 10 minutes, and not that I'm an impatient person, but literally the water is like black. I don't really think it has any more room to take the color out, if I'm making sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and empty it and then do it a second time. But like I said, you know, people have had to do it multiple times, because as you can see, the color is still here. It's just not as vibrant as it first was. Like the black is starting to fade to like a teal color, and then up here it's starting to fade to like a lighter green. And yeah, ew. So we're gonna go ahead and I ain't gonna use too much soap now, but just to give y'all an idea, because that's really all she did. Then you just gotta put it in there and let science be science. So that's what we're gonna do. Brush this out a little bit. Okay, so oh my god, so it is shedding, you guys. It's not like huge clumps, because I'm trying to be, you know, gentle with it, but the hair is definitely shedding. I don't know if it's like a chemical reaction, but it's not shedding too much to the point where people gonna be like, oh yeah, your wig is balding, you know. Oh lord, I think some of this done dripped in here. So yeah, y'all kind of see the color fading. It's starting to look like a all teal color now, but we're just gonna place it back in there. You know, let's add some more baking soda, because some of the dye done already put in there, child. Yeah, I'm gonna let it sit for 10 minutes and then come back and see how it's doing. Yeah, come back and see how it's doing, because I'm already knowing I'm probably gonna do this like 5 times. I just don't want to do it too many times to where I actually damage the wig. So if I feel like it's not taking color well, that's just what it's gonna have to be. But at this point, I don't even think I'm gonna get the color I want. So I just want to see how far it goes. And yeah. So let that sit. Yeah, let that sit. Looks after I think five tries. literally, like, you can see the color wants to come out. It's just not coming out enough for me. But of course the bottom was black. The hair still does feel soft, so as far as like the whole brittle and hair melting, none of that happened. So I'm gonna assume it's because the hair isn't shabby, but at the same time, you know, it is starting to bald a little bit, like where I had my hair parted at. But yeah, I just had to brush it through. This was the amount of shedding I got, and there was more. It's just in the trash can now. But yeah, so definitely, y'all know I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. It does shed your hair. So if y'all had to choose between like using actual color remover and this method, I would just say save yourself the time and effort and just buy it. Like, I literally look at me trying to save money, and I'm up at 4 a.m. trying to take this color out the hair. I mean, it's working, but I'm pretty sure just one try with actual professional color remover would have got the job done hours ago. But you can see like it wants to lighten. You see? Now I don't know if it's going to get back to 613, but I just wanted to see how light it could get, because the pink that I'm using, it's like a pastel pink. I didn't want to go with hot pink. I just feel like, I don't know, it's too vibrant for me. But yeah, so this color is cute. I would actually wear this, but this is not what I'm going for. So I'm going to use the rest of the baking soda in this box. Low-key scared, because I'm just like, what if this is like, you know. But one more try and we're gonna see where it gets me. So with this being my last try and the last of the baking soda used, I decided to let it sit in there for about 20 to 30 minutes to see if that made a difference. And as y'all can see, it did, but it never really reached 613. So yeah, use the whole box of baking soda to see if that made a difference, which it did, child. But I'm like, I'm losing too much hair, so let's just call it a day and see how the color turns out once it's dry. So that's what I'm doing here. So I'm not gonna lie, the hair did shed like a lot. This is how it looks currently. Okay, I didn't get all the color out. It's not as dark as it looks on camera because the lighting is like making it appear darker. But yeah, so I'll say the top, it looked like it was trying to go back to 613 almost. It still has some green undertones, but the top did better than the bottom, which I expected because the bottom was dyed black. So I'm like, for it to have, let me just fix the brightness, y'all, because this, I swear. Yeah, so for the bottom to have been dyed black, I feel like this did really good as far as color. So the hair, actually, it did shed quite a bit. Not too much or be like, oh yeah, the wig's garbage now. But it did shed, like, you know, you brush it and it wouldn't be falling out, but the hair is not as, what would I say, as thick as when I first got it, which was expected as well. But this method, I would say it worked. Like I said, I just felt like, because I lifted it 6 times, I only feel like you can lift it so many times, you know. But I feel like this is doable for me to do the pink on. So that's what we're gonna do. And I will see you guys later. This is how the wig turned out, you guys. Like I said, it don't show the true tone on camera, but it is still green. So yeah, like the top, as you can see, the top, it did lift fairly well. Like, I don't know if you guys can see because my camera wants to be a doo-doo dunderhead and not focus, but yeah, it's kind of got like a 613 color back. But then again, I was like, the bottom was black, literally like jet black. So for it to go from jet black to this, I'm like, you know what? You can't have your cake and eat it too. So what I'm gonna do is do like a little strip test or patch test. You know, take a couple pieces, put the dye on it, and see how that works. Because if it don't work, then we SOL, because I don't have the other wig. So we're just gonna have to pray and hope for the best and see how this goes. So I will be back. So for those of you who don't know how to watercolor hair, basically all you're doing is filling up a container or your sink with very, very warm water, and then you're going to insert the dye in there and kind of mix it around. Some people put the dye in it after the water's done running, but I like to do it while the water's running, just so it makes the process easier of me mixing it. And after you get all the dye in there, you're just going to dip the wig and let it saturate in there for however many minutes. So I let the wig sit in the water for about 10 to 15 minutes. Honestly, you can leave it in there longer, but it's not needed. I would say though, if your wig is longer than mine, which is 16 inches, go ahead and play it safe and get 2 bottles of dye, because y'all, I was stressing out because I'm like, this isn't enough. And if you can look closely, you can see the middle of the hair still kind of has like this blonde undertone. I guess it didn't get to it, but yeah, make sure that if your wig is longer than 16 inches, you're better off getting 2 bottles of dye and just letting it saturate in there. But overall, it took the color well. Like, you can't even see the green undertones. So right now, I'm just blow drying it to get ready to style it. what lays. That one. Okay, never mind. Well, I'm really like, I wouldn't say happy with the results, but I'm satisfied because I definitely did freak this, because if y'all would have seen, I had enough hair shedded to make one bundle. Overall, the process was very tedious. I'm gonna say very like, you know, trying to save money and just take the color out with baking soda and dish detergent. Don't. Go ahead and spend that extra few dollars or whatever, because this process was long for no reason. But I'm messing with it. Of course, y'all see me like have a meltdown and stop straightening it and curling it because it just lost so much hair that I had to make it look voluminous, which is why I resorted to yeah, curling my hair. So I'm gonna fluff it out a little bit, get cute, and then I'm gonna get back to y'all. Okay, you guys, so this is how it turned out. I know I was supposed to get cute and come back, but y'all, I literally got cute and left because yeah, I was running late. But the color definitely went or took it better than I expected. I had a meltdown when I started watercoloring because I was like, bro, like it's not taking the color. Like, because as soon as I put it in the water, it was still having that green tint, but I didn't realize I had to like, I didn't give it a chance to sit there and saturate. So once I did that, you know, everything was fine, everything was kosher. I ended up not needing to get another dye. Like the hair, it took the color well. Like, of course, some parts in the middle is still blonde, but well, they don't know, don't hurt them. Once again, this was not meant to be like a tutorial or anything. This was just trial and error to see if it was true. But I tried it and it worked. So if y'all want to follow the steps or just keep doing what y'all doing until you get the desired blonde or color you achieve. But this is how it turned out. Now I will say though, that baking soda, it dried my wig out. Like, y'all. It looks like, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be out here looking like Albert Einstein because I don't know, I guess it was just the chemical reaction was too strong, but it wasn't to the point where my hair was like brittle. Now I will say though, my hair did shed a lot. That bitch shedded enough to make one bundle. I'm not gonna hold y'all, which is why I had to curl it, because at first me straightening it was too thin, but you know, these curls are old, it's from yesterday, but I freaked it, made it look good, made it do what it do. So without further ado, you guys, that wraps it up for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with more. Bye, Dior Dynasty.